Palantir update here on the 27th. So all the focus is on SoFi right now, but Palantir actually has earnings in 9 days. I think on the 6th. So I'm expecting this to start rising now. So the last video update, I said that this is potentially either going to make a fifth wave higher, or this is going to end up being a C wave down here. So what happened from that point on is it started rising down here from 2029 all the way up here to 2252, a high of 2270-ish. And I was looking for the down move. I was looking for this to be a third wave, the start of a third wave down. And I would have liked to have seen this break through here all the way down to like 19 bucks. Let's see. Actually, I would have wanted to see 1953 right here for a third wave, but instead we reversed from 20 all the way up here, and we came back into the first wave. So at this point, gotta say that the most likely scenario based on this right now is that we're already heading up for a fifth wave higher. So for this to be a diagonal, it would look like this. That's what I think is most likely now. There are a few other patterns that could bring it back down here, but for the most part, this looks very corrective. And I would want to see an impulse move down to get down to 16 bucks. So I don't think we're going to 16 bucks. I think that that might have been the last opportunity to buy the dip right there. And we finished above the 20 DMA. So 20 DMA is at 2215. That should be bullish. We're above the 200, of course. 50 is the only other obstacle here at 2358. Still want to see the 20 reverse and go past the 50. But everything looks pretty good. And they have earnings in 9 days. So I'm expecting a run from here on Palantir. I guess this gap is only going to be filled if they have bad earnings. I'm not sure what the earnings expectations are. But the next level that I'm looking at for resistance is a 50 DMA, and then above that you're looking at this supply zone at 2430 to 2549. So maybe you get something like this into earnings. Maybe you're like right here on the third, fourth wave. So I would want to see it come up here. It's probably going to come up here to the 20 or the 50 DMA. Going into earnings, 23.59, and then maybe a little bit of a fade, and then maybe earnings is what shoots it up here and breaks the all-time high or the recent high. So I think that it's more than likely that this has started the 5-wave move higher. We can draw parallel line here and just see when you should expect it to hit 31 bucks. And potentially in June, it could go higher than this too. But this right here was at 21.83. This was at 27.48. So I think 33 bucks is probably attainable based on this. So and 33 bucks would happen sometime in July. So you're potentially looking at the start of this diagonal up here to 33 bucks over the next 3 or 4 months. If you zoom out over here, let's just take a look at where this supply zone's at. So right here is kind of the area that you're looking at. You want to see, you're probably going to see a top in this area right here. This box I'd be selling into. So right here, just like that, is what I'd be looking for. So maybe it runs up to here into earnings or before earnings and then pulls back into earnings. Then you get a third wave pop after earnings. like that. But again, just to let you know, I do think that that would be the top short term. So I do think that there's going to be a big pullback after this. I could be wrong. This is kind of like a stock like potentially early days Apple or Microsoft. So you could get extensions higher if the market keeps on going higher. But the overall market might top in the next, 3 or 4 months as well. We don't know yet. So here would be my sell area between 31.27 and 39.31. I think it looks great for the next 3 or 4 months. Is it possible that it comes back down here still? Yeah, I would say bad earnings would do that, but I don't see any risk short term, especially with earnings in 9 days. So your first box is 24.33, 25.59. After that, I don't see any resistance until, let's look on the weekly and see if there's any moving averages. They're all below as well. Everything looks great. You get above that 50 DMA, it's pretty much blue skies, in my opinion, up here to 31.39. That's the last gap on the chart. So this is going to be the place where people are going to be selling right here. 31.39 to 39.18. So that's pretty much it for this video. Let's see what happens over the next 9 days. I'll do an update here soon. But looking good. Good luck over the next couple weeks, and I will talk to you soon.